field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
7, Ravens 3.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. One rushing, one receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. This will make it into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Urban on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain on the play. Brings
Irvin on the carry.
At the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And it's third down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Vikings 14, Ravens 3.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the carry, it's Cook, and they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They go play action with Jackson. That went into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson setting up the screen for Cook. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37.
7-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The second down carry for Irvin. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's Dobbins. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Ravens.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second and a couple. Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Jackson's
a gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Jackson will throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Jackson's pass intercepted.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a run with Cook. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have a Vikings first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. They look to improve this 14-point lead.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And the lead now, 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Ravens 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. After the interception, here's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
One play at a time.
Here we go. Score. Touchdown. Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 33 yards. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat of the driver to get at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, Irvin. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Irvin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Now it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, Irvin. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It's a screen pass. That's complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. They run it again with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
At the 41.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10. And they will take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Vikings, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall back to 500 at